Hey guys! So it was recently requested that I explain how I played my original song Heroes and do a little tutorial of it. So that's what I'm doing today. I am wearing foundation for like the third time ever in my entire life, so I hope that it blended out properly. If not, I'm going to be very disappointed when I watch this footage back. Okay, so first step is tune your guitar. Okay, so this song is written in the key of B, but I find playing B very annoying. So I'm going to put a capo on the 4th fret of my guitar, and this is how I wrote it. So this is how all of the chord sounding thingies are meant to be played. So we'll be playing this with the shape of G, but it will sound like a B chord. I love capos. So this song is pretty easy, I think. So what you're going to do is you're going to play a G chord, but you're not going to put your bottom 2 fingers on any strings. It's just the top 2. So that's middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and point your finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and it'll sound like this. And you are only going to play to the 4th string. So these 4 right here, you're not going to play any other strings than those. So this is the strumming pattern. Let me play it for you, and then I'll explain how it works. So, how does that work? Well, you're going to strum all 4 strings like this. And then you're just going to strum the G string like this. So that's 3 counts. Ready? And then you're going to strum all of the strings again. So the way it goes is all, and then G for 2, all, and then G for the rest until the bar finishes out. I don't remember how many it is. Let's find out. You will strum G by itself 12 times after the 2nd time you play it with all of them. So that's how the shape of this works for the whole first verse. But the chords change, but the strumming pattern stays the same. And you're going to be doing that with your thumb because that's super hella easy. It's just like this. So you do that one time through, and that's the intro. And then you play that again for the first chord of the singing part, because that is a technical term. Let me play it for you with the singing so you have an idea of what it will sound like. Oh, I swear I saw this in a movie. I did not warm up today. I'm so sorry about the way that I sound. Then, after that part, you're going to switch to a C chord, and this is in a fun, very easy shape. So you're like this for your G chord, and then you are going to take your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the A string, so it makes a C. And then you're going to take your pointer finger, you know how that's on the 2nd fret? You're going to move that to the 2nd fret of the D string instead. Whoa, that's the whole C chord. And you're going to play the same shape that you played before, like this. Just with a different shape on these fingers. And then you're going to switch back to the G. You only play the C for half the amount of time you play the G. I'll play the whole thing so you know what it sounds like, because I am terrible at explaining things. Oh, I swear I saw this in a movie. A perfect illustration of this night. And then it's just going to repeat for the next lyrics. Oh, your shining eyes, they saw right through me. And we went running through the streets until daylight. Now you're going to switch back to a C for the pre-chorus. And this, it starts to change a little bit. We're going to have 3 strums of all of the strings. I'll show you. There's going to be 3 of these instead of 2, so it'll go. There's 3 strums of the G by itself before the 3rd C. Does that make sense? You repeat that twice, and then you go back to G, strumming with only 2 full chords. to repeat the C part again. And then you're going to do a fun lead up. So all you have to do for that is start out really quiet and build it up really loud. And try your best to only strum the 4 strings here if you can. But if that's not possible, like, don't worry about it. And now the whole thing put together. Can you feel my heartbeat keeping time? It's a melody I can't describe. When the night comes to an end, promise me that we can start again. So now the chorus. You're going to go into half the time that you were doing before. It's going to be slower strumming patterns. So you're going to go into your C chord for the first chord, and it's going to go like this. You hear how that's half as fast as before, where you're playing half as many notes basically at half the speed. So it goes with the C like that, and you can strum it with a pick or your fingers or your nails, whatever works. I personally like to pluck the beginning with my fingers, and then when it gets to this part, play it more with my nails so it sounds louder, but that's just me. And the chorus is super easy. You do that, and then you go to a G, and then you do that again, and then you go to a G, and then you go back to the G that you were playing at first. That's faster. So I'll play the whole thing for you so you can hear how it sounds. Forget what you've been through. Forget all the heartache you felt. Tonight we are heroes, and tomorrow you'll be someone else. Then you're going to play the same thing again. You're going to go into the next verse, and it all repeats. It's super easy. So after you repeat all of that through with the next part, and it's all exactly the same, I think, you're going to go into the bridge. So you're going to stay in the half-time speed that you set up in the chorus. Instead of going back to the fast part, you're going to stay slow when you go back to that last G. And then for the bridge, you're going to do C. And then you're just going to move this shape up 2 frets, so it'll be a D. Then you're going to go to E minor, which is not a chord that we've played before in this song. So you're going to take these 2 fingers, whatever these ones are called, and play an E minor right here. And then you play a D, and a regular D with an F sharp up here. So you'll play your D chord, and then you'll take your thumb and put it on the 2nd fret of the top string, and that will make this chord. And then you're going to play that again all the way through. I'll play it for you. And when they're writing all the history books, they write about this day. And the poets and the authors will something, I don't remember the words. 'Cause there has never been a moment quite as perfect as this one. I'll be living in memory years after we're done. And you're going to go back to your C. Wait, just strum it once, and then play the D like that. And then once that's played through, you're going to play your C, just 1 strum again. Forget what you've been through. Forget all the heartache you felt. Then you're going to start playing this again, and it goes exactly the same way. Tonight we are heroes, and tomorrow you'll be someone else. For the outro, I decided to play this in halftime instead of in the fast time because it sounds better combined, and then you just strum to finish. So I think that song is pretty easy to play. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will include a playthrough at the very end so you can hear the whole thing with no singing in case you're like, why does it sound like that? You can listen to the guitar part without the singing and try to figure that out if I didn't explain it well. And that's pretty much it. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. Make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if it helped. And link me if you decide to cover it, because I know somebody said they were going to cover this, and that would be so cool. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this helped. Here's a little playthrough now. song is hard on my fingers.